It's hard to be jealous of Coronation Street's Carla Connor right now. Every time her fiery romance with Lisa Swain seems to find solid ground, another dramatic twist sends everything off balance again. This round, it's not kidney problems or a gun-wielding sibling, but the ultimate soap cliché, a supposedly dead ex-wife strolling back into the picture. Classic. Although Lisa insists that Carla is her forever person, the return of Becky crashes into their lives like a wrecking ball, leaving the underworld boss understandably unsettled. Her discomfort grows further when well-intentioned Ryan issues her a caution in upcoming episodes. With Lisa and Becky still clashing, both claiming they only care about Betsy's well-being, I've got my eye on you, Becky, Carla finds herself wedged between them, keeping her composure and striving to approach the mess with level-headedness. In fact, Carla was the one who encouraged Lisa to tell Betsy the truth about her other mum being alive after all. Whether that honesty turns around to haunt her is yet to be seen, but wedding bells for Swarla are firmly on hold while this zombie from Alicante drama unfolds. Becky then announces she's renting a flat nearby, which is interesting news for everyone. When Betsy suggests Lisa should lend a hand with Becky's move, Lisa reluctantly agrees. While they're stuck in the car with an empty fuel tank, Becky steers the chat toward Carla and Lisa's relationship. At the same time, Carla assures Ryan she has complete faith in Lisa, but when he presses about whether she feels the same toward Becky, she disguises her anxiety. We get it, Carla. Personally, I wouldn't trust Becky with a box of paperclips, let alone anything more important. Ryan's worries linger in Carla's head, and soon she snaps when confronted by Becky again. Becky tries to catch up with Betsy about the missing years, but Betsy becomes upset and storms off. When Becky later shows up, Carla bluntly tells her that everyone would be better off if she carried on playing dead. Yikes. Of course, it's not quite that straightforward. Coronation Street might be lacking a resident serial killer right now, but Carla and Lisa would be wiser to approach things with Becky in a calmer, more sensible way, if only for Betsy's well-being. It's a rocky twist, and the road ahead won't be smooth. Still, as a loyal Swarla supporter, I can confidently say Carla and Lisa have the strength to survive this storm, though it won't come without challenges. That's exactly what Amy hinted at when she stepped into the role of trouble-stirring Becky, a character she's clearly relishing playing. Speaking about the popularity of Carla and Lisa's pairing, she explained, I completely understand why fans might feel furious at the idea of someone barging in and shaking up such a gorgeous on-screen romance. It's outrageous, and they're right to feel upset. But the reality is, it's a messy, layered relationship, and as time goes on, new emotions are bound to surface. The hardest battles can create the strongest bonds. Becky might be a disruptive force, but that doesn't always mean disaster, even though it'll be tough. In the end, this makes for compelling television, dramatic, heartfelt, challenging, yet ultimately rewarding. Our aim is to give viewers something truly engaging. If everything tied up neatly all the time, it just wouldn't be worth watching. So come along with us. Fair enough, though I'll be buckling up and popping on a slightly ridiculous crash helmet just to be safe. Coronation Street spoiler, Kevin gets the all clear, but Abby drops a bombshell. End of the road? During Kevin's hospital appointment for his cancer scan, the doctor reassures him that he's clear. Kevin is overwhelmed with relief, but Abby can't shake her anxiety, particularly when Kevin talks excitedly about growing old together. Later, Abby confides in Carl, admitting she's tired of living a double life and deceiving Kevin. Back at the house, Kevin cheerfully suggests they spend their retirement restoring vintage cars. But Abby braces herself and drops the heartbreaking truth. She thinks they should split up. Elsewhere, Dev convinces a hesitant Asha to join him for lunch at the hotel. But the mood shifts when Asha unexpectedly crosses paths with Naomi, who's there preparing for a careers fair. Asha reminds her that she once tried to help her while drunk, only to be met with abuse and spit. Naomi flatly denies the accusation, warning Asha not to make baseless claims. Shaken, Asha heads home in tears and opens up to Bernie about the encounter and Naomi's feigned ignorance. Fired up, Bernie sets off, clearly determined to take action. Meanwhile, Becky makes another attempt to bond with Betsy, gently asking her about the years they've lost and trying to fill in the painful gaps. But her daughter quickly grows overwhelmed, upset by the questions and memories, and bolts before Becky can say any more. Later that day, Becky turns up again, determined to mend bridges, only to be met by a cold Carla. Carla puts her foot down, telling Becky in no uncertain terms that the healthiest thing for everyone, Betsy most of all, would be for her to return to the shadows and carry on letting the world believe she's dead. The blunt words leave Becky shaken, but Carla knows she has to protect her family from further turmoil. Elsewhere, Fizz quietly admits to Maria just how much pressure she's under with Tyrone still in hospital. She confesses that she feels like the weight of everything, the girls, the house, and the uncertainty of Tyrone's recovery, is falling squarely on her shoulders. Maria listens with concern, urging Fizz to lean on her friends for support before she burns out completely. And finally, Todd shares his own worries with Maria, confiding that he's baffled by Theo's furious reaction to the latest revelations about Noah. Todd insists he can't understand why Theo doesn't simply hate Noah, pointing out that Noah made Theo's life a living nightmare in the past. But as Todd voices his confusion, Theo happens to be within earshot. Hearing his partner discuss his personal struggles with someone else, Theo's face darkens, and it's clear his anger is building, a storm that could spell fresh trouble for their already fragile relationship. Coronation Street's Theo and Todd hit with shocking Noah news after aggressive showdown. Theo Silverton heads to court in upcoming Coronation Street episodes, where a judge will decide if he can have contact with his children. Things quickly take a bad turn when Danielle's barrister highlights Theo's history of anger, even bringing up the moment he accidentally struck his son Miles while trying to break up a fight between Miles and Todd Grimshaw. Theo insists the injury was unintentional and that he would never deliberately harm his kids. But as he speaks, Danielle's partner Noah starts making snide remarks under his breath. Noah is a figure from Theo's past, one who subjected him to so-called conversion therapy in a cruel attempt to cure his sexuality. The ordeal left Theo deeply traumatized, sparking panic attacks and fueling the self-loathing he battled when he first began seeing Todd. Hearing Noah's taunts pushes Todd over the edge, and he lashes out, giving Noah exactly the reaction he wanted. As security removes Todd, Noah smirks triumphantly, while Theo is left shaken, fearing the outburst may have ruined his chances of seeing his children. After the court hearing, Noah corners Theo and Todd at the bistro, warning them that Danielle has no intention of softening her stance about Theo seeing the children. He throws in some homophobic slurs, clearly trying to provoke Theo into lashing out. Theo, however, manages to stay calm and refuses to take the bait, leaving Noah furious as he storms away. Not long after, Danielle shows up, and she delivers a revelation about Noah that leaves everyone stunned. In the fallout, Todd struggles to process Theo's response to Danielle's bombshell. He admits to Maria that he can't understand why Theo's feelings towards Noah aren't just pure hatred, given everything Noah has done to him. But Theo overhears Todd's comments, and he's angered that Todd has been sharing his private struggles with others. Todd is constantly weighing up what's normal and what's acceptable within the relationship, Gareth Pierce explained. Step by step, boundaries that should already be huge red flags are starting to feel like they're fine, and that's only going to get more dangerous moving forward.